So last January, I did a video talking about the most borrowed books from American libraries, and I wanted to do that again. So that's what this video is. I'm going to be talking about the most borrowed books. I pulled like 10 cities from around the country, and we're gonna see what the people was borrowing from the libraries across America in 2025. All right, we're gonna start with Boston. Boston. I think I'll go to Boston. I think I'll start a new life. Get out of California. That's I, we're gonna limit the singing for this video. I'm not making no promises, but I'm gonna try. Okay, in at number 10 for most borrowed at the Boston Public Library is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Now, I DNF'd this book. I've read, I think, most all of Emily Henry's books. I think I've read all of them except for her YA books. I DNF'd this one. I couldn't. I got like 30% in, and I was like, I don't think this is gonna be for me. Like, I didn't care. Before that, Happy Place was my most least liked book by Emily Henry. Man, I couldn't even get through. I couldn't. I didn't care. I was like, I don't know. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is number 9. I have never read any of the Hunger Games series, like none of it. None. I've read nothing of it, so I know nothing of. Speak nothing of this. Like, I know nothing about what's going on up in there. Shield of Sparrows. Not gonna lie to you, I don't even know what that is, but okay. The Women by Kristen Hanna. I'm gonna give you fair warning. I've went through this list. I don't remember all of the books from each list, but I had to pull these up so I could do this video. Kristen Hanna is not letting up, baby. The Women, be prepared. The Women is on almost every fucking list. I can't say I DNF'd this because I didn't even start it. I think I borrowed it, and I borrowed the audiobook. Julia Wayland does the audiobook. I was like, when I saw she did it, I was like, I'm not even gonna pick up the physical. I'm not even gonna pick the physical up. I got to hear my girl Julia do the audio. And I just wasn't in the mood for it. I never went back to it. I let it go back. I returned it to the library. So, yeah. Sunrise on the Reaping is number 6. Number 5 is The Wedding People. That was one of my honorable mentions for 2024. I enjoyed The Wedding People. I know some people didn't. Obviously, that's how it always goes. You know, some people like it, some people don't. But, yeah, I enjoyed The Wedding People. I see that's still holding strong. Demon Copperhead is their number 4. Yeah. Okay, Demon Copper. That's been on my TBR for like well over a year now. Number 3 is Happy Place by Emily Henry. I saw this in Harper's Books. Now, I read the book. I didn't like hate it, but I didn't love it. Like, it was just kind of like, oh, I'm not really feeling this. But I saw this. This is not the U.S. cover. And I was like, what are you doing here in America? I had to get it. Now, I'm not one to say that UK covers are always better than the US. Like, I'm split down the middle with that because some I see I like the US better, some I see I like the UK better. This is definitely better than the US cover. It really is. I had to grab it. And I did. Number 2 is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I knew I wasn't going to escape any of these lists without hearing her name. And number 1 is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. And that is your top 10. Very much what I expected from Boston. Very much what I expected from the city of Boston. No disrespect to you if you live in Boston, if you are from Boston, if you love Boston, but this is very much what I expected from the city of Boston. Let's move on. Cincinnati. Now, you may ask yourself, why of all cities did I choose Cincinnati? I don't know. I was like, you know what? Cincinnati is a place I don't think about often. Like, no disrespect to my people up in Cincy, but Cincinnati is very much one of those cities that I don't think about, like, really ever. I don't know. I just don't. But we're gonna go their top 5. They have different lists. I couldn't find like the complete like top 10 or whatever, but they did do a top 5 of their most print books checked out. Number 5 was Paranoia by James Patterson. Number 4, James by Percival Everett. Top tier. It was one of my favorite books of 2024. That is a must read. You need to get that on your shelves. To Die For by David Baldacci. Excuse me. I don't can't say anything about. I don't even know what that is. Strangers in Time by David again. David again. I think that's the one I started. See this. I like when they have pictures. I need pictures. I need a picture. Can I get a picture of the book? That'll help me know. I think I know what Strangers in Time. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay. That's not the one that I picked up. It was this other book. Damn, he pushing them hoes out. What was that one that he came out with? I think it was 2024, whatever that one was. It gave me the vibes of like To Kill a Mockingbird almost. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second. What was that book? What was that book? What was that book? I can't remember, and that's is holding me up. I'm not going through all that. I'll put it on the screen because I'll figure it out. But number one for Cincinnati most checked out print book was The Women by Kristen Hanna. What did I tell you? Get ready, because here she come. Like she not letting up. And top digital titles, number 5, Fourth Wing for The Women. It's interesting. She was number 4 for digital, but number 1 for print. So they was fucking with their physical when it came to Kristen. Number 3 is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Number 2 is Onyx Storm. And number 1 is The Let Them Theory. Y'all was in y'all nonfiction. Y'all was really fucking with their nonfiction over there in Cincinnati. Okay. Top audiobooks, top 5. Number 5. The Women by Kristen Hanna. The Crash by Frida McFadden. The Tenant by Frida McFadden. Fourth Wing and then Onyx Storm, both by Rebecca Yarros, were 2 and 1 respectively. Cincinnati. When y'all like somebody, y'all like somebody. Y'all stick with them. Okay then. Okay, Cincinnati. Maybe that's why I don't be thinking about y'all. I see. Let's go to Oakland. Let's go to the town. I'm sorry. Their top 10 books. The God of the Woods is number 10. I've heard nothing but good things about that book, but I tried to read it and I was bored. Now I did listen to the audiobook that could have had something to do with it. I don't remember who did the audiobook. No disrespect to them, but yeah, I really couldn't get into it. I might go back. Number 9 is The Wedding People again. Number 8 is Tell Me Everything by Elizabeth Strout. Number 7 is Creation Lake. 6 is Dream Count. 5 is Orbital. I've heard very mixed things. I don't know what that won. What did it win? It won some big book prize. I can't remember what it was. But I've heard some people love it, some people like hate it. It's one of those books where it's not. I never really hear anybody like kind of in the middle. They either really love it or they hate it. But yeah. 4, The Emperor of Gladness. I've told y'all, I'm trying. I haven't went back to it yet. That's a lie. I went back to it once and I put it back down. I couldn't do the audio, so I bought the physical book like late last year. I'm going to try. I got to get into the mood. I got to be in the mood for it. Number 3 is Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. I've never read a Sally Rooney book. Number 2 is James, Percival Everett again. I'm telling you. Oakland. Number 1 is All Fours by Miranda July for Oakland Public Library. I tried with that book. I really did. Also, I will say when it first came out, I tried the audio. It's narrated by the author. Y'all know my feelings. If it's not a memoir, most times it's a miss for me if the author narrates their audiobook. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know the math. I don't know none of it. But whenever an author narrates their own book outside of a memoir, it's rare that it works for me. Okay, it's very rare. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So you know what? I'm not mad at Oakland. Oakland, you know, they got a little something going on around here. Let's go to Phoenix. What y'all doing down there in Arizona? You are the most devious bastard in Tucson, Arizona. The most checked out adult books in Phoenix. I was like, why wouldn't they just do 10? Why is it 9? What kind of shit is this? Why would you just do 9? Phoenix, you already pissing me off. Is this an ad that's covering up number 10? I don't know, but that's pissing me off. Like, why would you do top 9? Why wouldn't you do 10? You just pissed me off, Phoenix. Number 9 is James by Percival Everett. We're seeing a pattern here. Across America, the people are reading the same books. Okay, but this one I'm not mad at. Raised by Wolves by James Patterson. Couldn't tell you. Onyx Storm. Holmes is Missing by James. God damn. Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins is number 4. Number 3, The Texas Murders by James Patterson. Y'all fucking with James Patterson. Yeah. The Waiting by Michael Connelly. The Women by Kristen. I don't know what she put in that book. I don't know what that woman put in that book. Is it crack? Because she got y'all hooked. She got y'all hooked on that book. Maybe I need to give it a try. Maybe this is propaganda. Who knows? I don't know. But she got y'all hooked. Like motherfucking phonics. Okay. Number 1 for most checked out children's is Dragons Love Tacos. Do they? What's going on? What the children reading about? What is the kids reading about? I wanted to do Atlanta, but I was trying to get like Atlanta specific, kind of like, LA, New York, Phoenix, but I couldn't find it. All I could find was like Fulton County. I will also say I think Atlanta was like one of the last cities that I looked for, and I was tired. I was over it. I was like, but I did find the Fulton County Library System's top 10 for adults in 2025, and I researched, and it said 90% of Atlanta is in Fulton County. So that's what it is. That's called brain. That's what I think. That's what I gathered. But anyway, these are the top 10 adult books that were the most popular in Fulton County Library System up in Georgia. We All Live Here. That was one of my favorite reads of 2025. That was a good book. That was a good, messy book. Okay? My friends, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. We all need to be down in Fulton County, because in motherfucking Fulton County, they look like they got it going on. This is what I like to see. Okay, I can fuck with the library down up in Fulton County. All the patrons, I should say. Although My Friends by Frederick Bachman is not my favorite Frederick Bachman book, it is not. I did enjoy the book, I just didn't love it. It's not my favorite, but still, charming, quirky writing that we're all used to from him. Okay. Strangers in Time, again, David is also, David and Kristen, they on y'all ass. Like, I'm telling you. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I DNF'd that book as well. I don't think I got through the first chapter. I've read 2 other books by her, Part of Your World and Just for the Summer. I really enjoyed Just for the Summer. Like, Just for the Summer, that was a good book. I'm not gonna lie to you. Say You Remember Me? Yeah, I DNF'd the first chapter. 3 Days in June by Ann Tyler. I enjoyed that book. I did. It was short, sweet, to the point. I did indeed. Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney is, what is this? What number are we on? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're on number 4. And that's Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I haven't heard anybody discuss that book either, but I see it. Like, anytime I log on to Libby, I never log off. Anytime I open the Libby app and like I see it there, it's obviously been on multiple lists, but I've never heard anybody discuss it. Propaganda. Broken Country, I did not enjoy that book. I did not. I know people love, like, I have seen people talk about that book and they absolutely love it. It didn't work for me. That one didn't work. Onyx Storm is their number 2, and their number 1 is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Okay. Over in New York City. New York. Sorry. The top 10 most popular books. Most checked out. The New York Public Library. It says number 10 is Funny Story by Emily Henry. It's not the same book, but Emily is right there with Kristen Hanna. She got her motherfucking foot on next. She not letting up. My God. I enjoy A Funny Story. I did. I have it. It's over there. Y'all never get to see those books that are on that shelf because I'm always at this angle. So these are the only ones you see. Number 9 is A Court of Thorns and Roses. Number 8 is The Covenant of Water. I've had my own mental battle with that book because I see it in the bookstore. It is humongous. It is like if I could throw that book at your head, you'd be dead. A weapon of mass destruction. I promise you. That's how thick that book is. But also, I've borrowed it from Libby multiple times. Never got through it. Always end up returning it. One day maybe I'll finish that book. But it's 927 million pages long. My God. Number 7, Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I've never read anything by Ali Hazelwood. That's not a slight or anything. I've never read anything by her. But obviously she's one of those authors that I see around a lot. The Dream Hotel. I have borrowed that book. I got like 20-30% through it. I wasn't feeling it. I keep saying I'm gonna go back. I saw it in the bookstore like a week or two ago, and I almost picked it up, and I was like, Desmond, don't do it. You just buying it because it's there and you see it. You tried it already. So I may try to borrow the ebook and read it like read it physically, and then if I can get like halfway through it and I like it, then I can buy the physical. Number 5, The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. That book is still holding strong as well, with the public, with the people. That was like a top book. What was that? 2023, I think that was. Or was it 2024? I think that was 2023. That was like one of those. It was like one of the top books. Everybody loved it. I could not get into it. Where is it? I got it right here. I couldn't finish it. I could not. The Let Them Theory, y'all ain't letting. I don't even know what that book is about, but I've seen it around a million times. I'm not much. I know it's like self-helpish, right? Yeah, and I'm not much for self-help and not much for nonfiction in general. Number 3 is All Fours, once again, by Miranda July. Number 2 is The God of the Woods, and number 1 is James by Percival Everett, Up in New York. I knew New York wouldn't let me down. I knew New York City wouldn't let me down. This is like the most diverse list I've seen out of all of them. But we expected that from New York. We expected that from New York. Some of the other cities, I knew what y'all would give. But I know I can't fully judge that, because not everybody that's reading in these cities is going to the library. But you should be utilizing your library. Even if it's just through Libby, help the people out. We need to keep the libraries going. What is this? What city is this? Okay, let's move on to Seattle. Okay, let's move on to Seattle. Below are the top 10 checkouts from the Seattle Public Library in 5 categories for 2025 from January 1st through November 30th. Data does not include renewals. As always, Seattle Public Library values and protects patient privacy, and all checkout data is anonymous. I don't know. I just read that to y'all. I don't know. I just thought you should know. Most popular adult physical books. Number 10 is So Far Gone by Jess Walter. I have seen that book. I actually borrowed it from Hoopla, but I never got around to reading it. But it has been on my list for a while. Yeah. It has indeed. And it's the first time I've seen it. I wonder if Jess is from there. I think so. Because I do know that authors tend to be more popular in like the cities they're from. But yeah, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid is number 9 in Seattle. Storybook Ending is number 8. I saw that book in the bookstore. I had never heard of that book until I think it was like a couple of days after Christmas when I was in a bookstore and I saw it. Yeah. Number 7 is All Fours by Miranda July. That book is still holding strong. The Emperor of Gladness is number 6. Number 5 is The Paris Express. Number 4 is We Do Not Part. I think I started that book. Isn't that like science fiction-y? Time travel? It's got something to do with that. Y'all know that's not really my thing. It's not really my go-to. But I did try that. And I actually was enjoying it. I just think I got distracted and I started something else because I wasn't like completely loving it. But I wasn't hating it. I just fell out of the mood for it at the time. But it never went back. Wild Dark Shore is number 3. That. I got real serious. That I talked about late last year. I bought the book. I said I wanted to read it before the end of 2025. Obviously, I did not. But I do have it, and I have started it. I'm not mad at it so far. I will say that. Number 2 is James by Percival Everett. Percival really did his big one with James because y'all not letting. He too is right there. He got his foot on the necks. And number 1 is 3 Days in June, which I'm actually really surprised about because I don't see a lot of people talk about that book, and I don't see people just say, "Oh, I love this book," but I think Anne is from Seattle, the area. I don't know, so maybe that's why. Now, this one it's a little different from the other ones. Like, Wild Dark Shore I hadn't seen on any list. We Do Not Part, The Paris Express, A Storybook Ending, So Far Gone. They've got some ones on there that I didn't see on any other list. So okay, I guess shout out to Seattle. I guess. Okay, we got two more cities. Now we in Chicago. Okay, and their top 10. Damn, they did 25. Damn, Chicago. I Who Have Never Known Men is number 25. Number 24 is Iron Flame. Their number 23 is Remarkably Bright Creatures for Chicago. That's another book that is holding strong. I read that book, when it came out? Was it 2022, I think? Great book. Amazing book. Enjoyed it from beginning to end. I would highly recommend listening to the audio. Amazing. Michael Urie from Ugly Betty and Shrinking does the voice for the octopus. Amazing. Both narrators were good. Who did the female voice? Was it Julia Whalen? Was it Miss Julia? Cause y'all know I fucks with Julia, Bonnie Turpin. Y'all know y'all can't get wrong. Y'all know y'all can't go wrong. Now I need to know. Maren Ireland. I fucks with Maren Ireland. So she does all of most, if not all, of the English versions of Frederick Bachman's books. I fucks with my girl Maren. I do indeed. Okay, but anyways, number 22 is A Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I can't get into Frida. I said that last. I can't get into Big Frida. I really can't. I've tried. The Frozen River is number 21. My Friends is number 20. Broken Country is 19. 18 is Wild Dark Shore. Okay, I'm not mad. Chicago so far. 17 is The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. Where is James McBride from? I need to figure that out. Martyr by Kavi Akbar. I have told y'all once again my struggles with Martyr. I don't do well with books by poets. I've told y'all that. Novels written by poets, I don't do well, but I am going to go back and try that. Maybe this year. I'll try to reread it. Demon Copperhead is 15. This is the book, and this is a totally different man. When I was talking about David Baldacci, and I was like, oh, there's a book that I tried to read for him that reminded me of like To Kill a Mockingbird. There's a whole different person. Sorry to that man. There's a different person. All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker is the book that I was thinking about. Yeah, I got like halfway through there. I couldn't finish it. Yeah. Not that it was bad. I just wasn't in the mood for it. Number 13 for Chicago is Fourth Wing. Number 12 is Funny Story. Number 11 is All Fours. Once again, Intermezzo is their number 10. Number 9 is Great Big Beautiful Life. Atmosphere is number 8. Onyx Storm is number 7. The closer we get to the top, the more things are looking the same. The Women by Kristen Hanna is their number 6. Number 5 is The Wedding People. Number 4 is Olga Dies Dreaming. I remember I looked at this list last night. And I remember now. And I was like, where the fuck did Olga Dies Dreaming come from? Like, because it's not on anybody else's list. And number 2, it's so high up on this list for a book that I have not heard anybody talk about in like well over a year, maybe even 2. And that's not because Olga Dies Dreaming is a bad book. I read it and I enjoyed it. But like I said, she's written another book since then. And with Anita DeMonte Laughs Last, I think. I DNF'd that one. I didn't really care for it. Actually, that's a lie. It was the audiobook. I couldn't get with the audio. I was like, get me out of here. I'm going to pick the physical up. I never did. But I was like, where did Olga Dies Dreaming come from? Like, I don't hear many people talk about this book. I did a little research, did a little clicking. It's so high on the list because they did One Book, One Chicago. And I've seen other cities do that as well. And Olga Dies Dreaming was the book that it was like unlimited copies that you could borrow from Libby. So it obviously pushed it up on the list, which not is a bad thing at all. I was just like, where did this come from? Why so high? And that was why. But in case you were wondering, like I was, James Button Percival Everett, I don't know, was number three. The God of the Woods, once again, number two. And number one was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. That's another book that is holding on. I read that when it first came out as well. And that book is very popular. It doesn't seem to be dying down. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing in Los Angeles. I don't know what we're doing in Los Angeles. But I couldn't find a list like that was like top 25 like most borrowed. All I could find was best of based on the staff. Now LA is one of those cities that insist upon itself. LA is a bit full of itself at times, much like New York. So I don't know. Maybe down to the library, they was like, we all that matter. Fuck the patrons and what they got going on. Look at what we love. Or I could just be overlooking it. But I'm telling y'all, I look. Yeah, for LA, all they give you is the number one pick. For like fiction, the most checked out book was Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Nonfiction was Careless People. And then Spanish language title, Mi nombre es Emilio de Valle. was your top Spanish language title. And then your most read digital magazine on Libby was The New Yorker. And yeah, that's all they give you. Other than that, if you want a full list, you got to get the best of as chosen by the members of the staff. Now, you know what? I respect the staff and I respect what y'all do. But I want to know what the people had to say. What did we, the people, have to say? But I'm going to give it to you anyway. Best of 2025 Fiction and Literature. The best books of the year selected by members of our staff. Is an academic fair. I saw it on Libby and I almost checked it out, but then I kept scrolling. All of Us Murderers, The Atmosphere by a Love Story by Taylor Jenkins Reid, Audition for the Fox, Aunt Tigress, Automatic Noodle. I borrowed that, but it had to go back because I ran out of time. I didn't read it in time, but I was interested in Automatic Noodle. Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zing. Behind Frenemy Lines, The Bewitching. Okay. We're just gonna skip through a few. We got Broken Country, Buckeye. I tried Buckeye. Buckeye was giving. And then I read a couple of reviews, and it was like you jump from person to person. Like you'll be with one person for a while, and then and it's more like interconnected stories. And I was like, oh, it's a good thing I left because that's not. They don't sit too well with me for the most part. And yeah, and that was like a very slow book. I'm not saying it was bad, but it was slow. And I don't do slow too well, okay? Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, The Busybody Book Club, But Not Too Bold, Coffin Moon, Conform, Cover Story, Deep Cuts, The Emperor of Gladness, Francine Spectacular Crash and Burn. Hold on. Yeah. Francine Spectacular Crash and Burn was on one of my top reads for 2025. I see the people and I see what they're talking about. Okay, I'm not mad at the staff now. The Gate of the Pharaoh Gods by Matt Dinneman. Girls. We like boys and girls. Boys. Glory Days by Daniel Arsenault. You know what? The staff at Los Angeles, I'm sorry. Maybe we the people should just shut up. Because I think you've done okay by me. Glory Days. Y'all know I fuck with Glory. Glory being Glory Days, I enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on my top, 12 of 2025, but I did enjoy it. You know, I was cutting down the list. Glory Days, I should have did honorable mention because I did enjoy Glory Days. I did indeed. That's all I'm saying. How to Sleep at Night. Hold on, you may have just pissed me off again. How to Sleep at Night pissed me off to no end. I told y'all how much that book pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby, not my favorite. I know everybody always, oh, this is his best book yet. This is his greatest piece of work. It's not to me. It's not. But I still enjoyed King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. He can do no wrong. I'm telling you right now. He can do no wrong. That middle part really dragged. It was dragging. And I told y'all, I started all the way over. Do you know how often I start away all the way over and not just get up out of there for a book? I don't do that just for no anybody. But my boy S.A. Cosby got me to start all the way over, and I did. I did that. But that middle part still was dragging for me. But by the end, I was satisfied. You'll never be satisfied. Like, shout out. I'm surprised I haven't seen this. Like, y'all sleeping. What are y'all doing in the other cities? This should have been on some list. It should have. And so should have Francine Spectacular Crash and Burn. Hold on. Loved One, I did DNF that. I did. The Loneliness of Sonia and Sonny, I will say the size of that. The size of that, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Mothers and Sons, I remember I started there and I DNF'd it. The Names, that's another one I said I was going to finish before the end of 2025. I did not. But I have started it. My Friends by Frederick Bachman. Overdue. Perfection. One of them. Damn, y'all. The Road of Tender Hearts. I haven't heard anybody speak about that book. I read that book. I did enjoy it. I talked about that one. Sky Daddy. That was a crazy ass book. My God. How many people work at the LA Public Library? My God, this list is going on forever. What kind of parent? Woodwork. Oh, woodworking is on my list. Yeah, there's a lot of things up on there. All right. Yeah. So that's 10 cities. I think we did them all, right? Hold on. Let me double check. We did New York. We did Boston. We did Cincinnati. We did it Phoenix. We did Fulton County, which is Atlanta. We did Oakland. We did Los Angeles. We did Seattle. We did Chicago. Up in Chicago. So that's one. So that was 9. That was 9 cities. I said I was gonna do 10. That's not 9 is enough. Not 9 is a fucking enough. Cause apparently y'all reading the same things across the country anyway. It ain't too much difference from one city to the next. So does it really matter if I do another city or not? It don't. Apparently it don't. Y'all need to be watching the Desmond Z channel and getting some book rates, cause y'all reading the same shit over and over again. Over and over and over across every city in America. I need y'all to do better. I need y'all to broaden your horizons a little bit. But those are the top books from like 9 cities across the united of these states. And yeah, let me know down below. Are these books that you've read? Are these books that you recommend? Or are these books that you DNF'd? Like, does this list look like your 2025? Let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I enjoyed this video. I think I'll do this again. I enjoyed it last time. And yeah, that's really all I have for you. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching.